Amateur strategy relies entirely on looking at the historical record, checking what the competitor did last year, reading the industry case studies, and desperately trying to color slightly outside the lines of the established playbook. True absolute power requires the broken precedent, the terrifyingly audacious realization that the entire concept of "that's just how things are done" is an imaginary, collective hallucination. The master executioner reveals that if you want to completely terrorize a massive, sophisticated opponent, you do not need to be smarter than them. You simply need to execute a move so deeply horrifying, unorthodox, and previously impossible that their multi-million-dollar predictive algorithm completely crashes. Amateur minds operate under the incredibly shallow, highly fragile permission illusion. When an amateur wants to launch a marketing campaign, negotiate a salary, or design a product, they subconsciously scan their memory to see if anyone else has successfully done it first. They need precedent to feel safe. They fear being laughed at. They fail to see the dark psychological reality. Innovation cannot exist inside of permission. If someone else has already done it, the defense against it has already been built. By requiring historical precedent to act, the amateur is willingly shackling themselves to the ghost of the past. The core of the strategy is the reality hack. A master executioner explicitly studies the sacred, untouchable norms of their environment specifically to defile them. When Apple launched the iPhone, every cell phone on Earth had a massive physical keyboard. It was the unquestionable industry precedent. BlackBerry built their entire multi-billion-dollar empire on it. Steve Jobs didn't try to build a better keyboard. He executed the broken precedent. He deleted the keyboard entirely, offering a blank piece of glass. The competitors laughed. They called it impossible to type on. They laughed because they were paralyzed by the past. Within 3 years, the physical keyboard was extinct. This insight is the absolute master key to instant psychological monopoly. If you are constantly waiting for the right time, asking for permission, and staying safely within the bounds of your job description or industry standards, you are operating as an amateur who is building a monument to yesterday. The broken precedent dictates that true psychological dominance never proudly follows the tracks in the snow. True absolute power securely engineers an environment where they violently shatter the physics engine of the industry, forcing every single competitor to instantly halt and study them. The ultimate reveal. The most dangerous man in the room is not the historian with the thickest book of case studies. It is the pioneer who just burned the book in front of everyone. Thank you for listening to today's story. I hope something in it stayed with you, perhaps a new way of seeing the world, or a quiet confirmation of something you already felt deep down. You don't need to have all the answers tonight. Let go of any unfinished thoughts, be gentle with yourself, and allow yourself to truly rest. I will be here whenever you are ready for the next story. Sleep well, and take good care.